What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. This is going to serve as a kind of NCM Bash 2025 wrap-up where we're going to talk about some things from the Bash, but mostly we're going to talk about RSC and my time spent at their booth while at the Bash, and really a de-stickerification. So just so we're all on the same page, we got a little bit of stickerified at the show, but we're going to go through all of that, clean all that up, and talk a little bit about the time at the Bash, why you should have been there, why I can't wait till next year, all the good stuff. All right, so here we are, the front of the car, where the bugs from the drive back from the Bash are still very, very much so evident. Car is still filthy. I just got back, and it will be getting washed up right after this video. So we're going to go over everything. Like I said, guys, I spent my time at the RSC booth at the NCM Bash. If you're not familiar with what the NCM Bash is, it's exactly what it sounds like. It is a bash at the National Corvette Museum. So really a place where anybody who is as crazy about Corvettes as I am will meet up and just go over all of the details of the inner workings of Chevrolet and the Corvette and the tire compounds, all that good stuff. So it's really a big car show with some vendors and some interesting information being dropped inside of the Bash. Now, outside there is, like I said, vendors, there's cars, there's car shows happening right in the parking lot, and really it's just a mecca, we'll say, for Corvette fans. Now, while I was there, I've already mentioned it a couple times, I know, but I was at the RSC booth. Of course, RSC stands for Racing Sport Concepts. For those of you who don't know, they make all of the beautiful carbon fiber you're seeing on this car currently. And I was there to kind of demonstrate their products, because a lot of the products that they make were fitted basically onto my car here first and then kind of sold from there. So a lot of their stuff is prototyped, so to speak, on my car. I'm okay with that because their prototypes are not what you're thinking. Prototypes from them are basically perfection. They don't like to use that word, but I do, because their carbon is pretty darn close to perfect. So we're going to start on the front splitter here. As you can see, we got the sticker here that says RSC Racing Sport Concepts, and then over on the side it's talking about how this is the OEM style Z07 front splitter for the C8, Z06, and E-Ray. The part number is there, and right over beside it is their website. I thought these were really, really well put together. Really a nice way to demonstrate their products without being overbearing. I really like what Bill did here. So Bill seems to really have a good head on his shoulders on this kind of stuff. I mean, obviously he is running a company at this point, putting together some of the best looking carbon fiber I've seen, and he has a really good way of advertising it as well. So moving over to the dive planes, or the canards, same kind of thing. You can see right on there it says RSC Racing Sport Concepts. Z07 style dive planes for the Z07 bumper, part number, and again their website. So this is the front end of the car basically, guys. I have the Z07 front splitter, Z07 canards from RSC. This car was not a Z07 car whenever I bought it. These are all RSC parts on here. So from there, we're going to move up to the mirror caps. And of course, the mirror caps, again, there are actually full replacements for the stock cap itself. It doesn't stick on top, it literally replaces it. And believe it or not, drops almost half a pound off of the stock unit. So the RSC game is not just about perfect looking carbon fiber for aesthetic purposes. It is in fact here to also do the carbon fiber thing and save weight. So this weave, although it is beautiful, it is saving weight off the stock units. Again, we have the sticker on the top, RSC Racing Sport Concepts, mirror covers for all C8 models. They're all the same, and your part number and the website. Now, before we get too much further into this, guys, I want you to know that all of these parts can be had for 10% off if you call the Racing Sport Concepts number, which will be right here, and let them know that you saw it on Horsepower Obsessed and the discount code HPO10. It will save you 10% on anything that we're talking about here today. Moving a little bit further down the car, we have, of course, the full-length carbon fiber side skirts, which are exactly what they sound like. They run the full length of the car instead of the 3/4 length stock Z06 side skirts. And here we are again with their information. RSC Racing Sport Concepts, GTZ side skirts for C8, Z06, and E-Ray. And again, the part number right there. So if you like those, you can grab those and save 10%. Moving up the car a little bit, we got the boomerangs. And of course, guys, these are one of the parts that got the most attention at the show, because even GM's version of this is not a replacement, it's a stick-on. Just like the mirror caps. They don't actually even have a mirror cap from GM that isn't just a stick-on. It's just a add-on with double-sided tape. RSCs are total replacements, which really is a game changer. But anyway, the boomerangs here, again, RSC, and these are side intake vents for the C0806 and E-Ray. And again, there is the part number for it. If you're interested in any of this stuff, guys, like I said, mention HPO10 and save 10% on it. Moving to the back of the car, we have the Z07 style wing with the stanchions. We actually didn't have a sticker for the stanchions on mine, but David or Brandon's car did at the booth. I will insert the part number for the stanchions here. But on top of that, we do have the high wing, which is, of course, all spelled out right here. RSC high wing for the C8, Z06, and E-Ray. And then, of course, the part number and the website. So whether you want the high wing on your E-Ray or Z06, it will work out regardless. The stanchions, like I said, are separate. You can purchase them actually together on the website or separately. So if you don't like the little higher than stock positioning of the wing, you don't have to get those. But if you're like me and that is everything to you, you can grab them. They're not too expensive, and even if you thought they were, save 10% by mentioning HPO10. One of my favorite angles of this car right here, and it's because of the GTZ diffuser, and we're gonna talk about that part number right here. So we got, again, RSC, Racing Sport Concepts, GTZ rear diffuser for the C8, Z06, and E-Ray, and then, of course, the part number. If you guys are interested in any of this stuff, this really helps spell it out for you. And like I said, use that HPO10 code. Now, another thing that didn't get a sticker was the rear glass surround. I just did a video on this, so the part number will be on the screen here as well, but they did not put a sticker on there for the show. I don't know if they didn't have one or if we just didn't have time, because if you guys haven't seen their most recent video, you'll see that I also had a ZR1 style wing on the car for a hot second, and that did have a sticker on it with a part number. But I couldn't keep it because it is still kind of in development. So we're back with the very sexy Z07 style wing. I am still plenty happy with this wing, so it's not like I'm gonna cry myself to sleep or anything, but at the same time, I really did like that ZR1 wing. So there you have it, guys. I really wanted to put out a video here talking about these stickers before I go ahead and remove them, because I was pretty impressed with how nice they looked on the car and how unintrusive they were. So the car still looked really nice at the show, all cleaned up and everything, but these stickers very clearly demonstrated the RSC intention. So all the carbon fiber, the part numbers, everything like that you could get if you saw the car and you liked the way it looked. So just to wrap this whole thing up, I have the Z07 front splitter, Z07 front dive planes or canards, the carbon fiber mirror cap replacements, the full length Z06 side skirts, and then right above that, the boomerangs in carbon fiber. Behind there, we have the GTZ rear diffuser, Z07 wing with 2-inch risers, and all of the carbon around the rear glass. That is all of the RSC components in my build. Racing Sport Concepts really makes some high quality carbon fiber. Check them out, guys. Use the code HPO10, like I said. Save yourself some money on it and get your car looking like it should. The carbon fiber from them is OEM plus quality, in my opinion, and you don't get the brown effect from the GM carbon. And of course, in typical RSC fashion, they even made the stickers easy to remove. Look at that. I could actually reuse this. I think these are actually like static clings. Leave it to RSC, man. They're constantly knocking it out of the park. And then, of course, one of the most important ones, which I actually almost forgot, is the RSC Racing Sport Concepts logo on the windshield. Oddly enough, after he put it on, I actually kind of liked the placement of it. And I told him, I said, make it in red, and we might just slap one on there. What do you guys think? I kind of like the way it looks on the car. Gives it kind of that race car-esque look, and of course it will help at car shows identify some of these parts. Let me know what your thoughts are. Should I get this in red? But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. So if you liked what you saw, smash the thumbs up button. Let me know you're liking the content so we can keep producing this kind of stuff for you. Subscribe if you haven't yet. And as always, guys, stay obsessed.